Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! You know what today is all about? Today is all about spending time with loved ones and family. Time to get together, talk for a few hours, eat a bunch of good food, and hey, maybe even tune in, pop on one of your discs, and watch something as a family. A nice Disney classic or holiday special, if you will. Although, there is Disney Plus. Like, why are we even bothering to pull these things off the shelf and watch them at all? Let's just get rid of them. We don't need them anymore, right? It's cheaper to do streaming than Disney Plus anyway, right? Well, hold on. You might want to keep these around because streaming is a lot more expensive than you might think.
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, MoviePass,
Google, Facebook, eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon,
Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and our usual scheduled program will not be seen today so that we may do this holiday editorial special thingy, whatever. However, if you like it, do us a favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell for more notifications because we do talk about quite a few fun things, particularly app-related. And, you want to be in the know when this happens, especially since you're going to be on winter break soon. But anyway, let's talk about streaming services, which we've kind of been talking about a little bit on this channel anyway, so this isn't too outside the realm of what we discuss. And I was watching the John Campea show one day, and Disney Plus had just launched, and this conversation took place.
I believe that Disney Plus, for many reasons, is the death knell of physical media. Now, look, we've all known for some time that physical media is dying. The numbers are there. That's not a matter of opinion. The numbers and statistics are there.
Precipitously dying.
Yeah, like it's just at an exponential rate. Like now you have manufacturers who aren't even making Blu-ray capable components anymore because they're just getting out of the business. The sales have declined at a neck-breaking pace. Nobody buys the stuff anymore.
This is a physical media killer. And for Disney, I'm thinking about all my Toy Story movies, all my classical Disney cartoons, animation, because I bought all the feature films when they would come out, the Jubilee edition. We're talking physical media's been around for 40 years. It's time. This is the future. And what's so great about Disney Plus is it's to their benefit. The more content they put out, the better off we're all going to be. Who wants to buy physical media? Even I, who's the biggest physical media buyer and lover in the world, I'm like, well, my Disney collection is now rendered obsolete.
And that kind of got me thinking because there was sort of a logic to it. When I buy a movie, I buy a few movies a month, not counting the Criterion Collection, which I kind of consider to be a separate expense. And the movies typically cost me $15 to $20 each. And I watch them another time, maybe twice, and then usually a lot of my movies wind up on the shelf. Not being watched, not being used. They're pretty to look at, but nothing's happening with them. So part of me is going like, well, geez, in some sense, it should be illogical that I can just go switch over to streaming and I'll be fine. Like, is it really cheaper? Well, I figured let's take it to the test. Now, let's go to something very basic so far. Just a calculator. A little calculator, that's all we're doing right now. And let's actually single out the Disney movies because this was the service that prompted them to say, I think this is a physical media killer. Like, I have all my Disney stuff right here. I never have to worry about buying it again. It's all there. And here's what I was thinking. Yes, most people do have a collection of Disney movies, whether it be on VHS or DVD or Blu-ray. Most people have the Disney animated series in the collection. But is it really cheaper to keep your service around just to watch them? Let's look at this. So there are right now about 54 animated Disney classics. Now, this isn't counting, direct-to-video sequels, live-action films. Let's just talk about the Disney animated classics, and let's actually bump that number to 75, because we're doing this thought process as a over long period of time scenario, and there will probably be a couple of re-releases. So, let's say you have 75 Disney animated classics. Now, let's multiply that by $29.99. That is the average. Well, you know what? Let's do $39.99 because we're in the Ultra HD thing. So, about a little less than $3,000 to own all 75 anime classics if you buy them once. Now, they usually re-release these movies every decade or so, so you'll probably be rebuying them, at least 2 or 3 more times. Let's go 3 more times. So, okay, $8,997.75. Assuming you're buying all 75 movies again over and over, but we found out with discs, most disc players are backwards compatible to a certain extent. Now that looks like a lot of money. Like, oh man, I'm switching over to streaming right now. Well, let's not head there just yet, because MarketWatch has actually done this wonderful little calculator on what the true cost of streaming is. And define your lifetime, 50 years. Yeah, I think I'm going to hope for at least another 50 years. So I'm going to have Disney Plus. And okay, so that's definitely cheaper than buying the discs individually. What if we do it annually? Okay, that's a heck of a lot cheaper. That is a heck of a lot cheaper. That is definitely a physical media killer, especially when you factor in like, hey, I want the shows, the specials, there's that original content too. Like, yeah, let's just get rid of the discs. Well, here's something to keep in mind. Most people don't want just Disney Plus. Most people have Netflix. And we're going to just go with basic. So now, over 50 years, $15,000. No, still, that's a lot more than, I get a lot more than that, but most people also have Hulu because Hulu has exclusives. Let's click that right here. And, okay, so some people don't like ads, so, let's just do that. Heck, some people have cut the cord, so they want live TV as well. And now we're getting pretty high up there, aren't we? Now, we can't live without HBO, of course. So, do we want unlimited screens? It's a family. You're going to have to do that, right? This is getting kind of pricey over 50 years, isn't it? So, what about Amazon Prime? I mean, I don't have it, but pretty much everyone has Amazon Prime. That's getting high up there. Now, if you're an Apple TV fan, like if you're an Apple fan, then yeah, this is crazy. Like, look at how much. Now, add your monthly cable bill to compare, that's $0. But for some people, like, I know my parents had it, they had like $40. Yeah, but we're going to stick with 0. So, the lifetime true cost if you invested money spent on subscriptions is $500,000. How much would you have earned by investing your Apple TV subscription? Oh yeah, because we have that one highlighted right now. But if you switch it to Amazon, then, well, by investing your Apple TV. Okay, so this is how much money you would have earned if we had invested this money instead of paid for a subscription service. So that's really crazy. Now, some people might say, yeah, but all that content, space. Look, you said it yourself. If there were 75 animated Disney films that cost $39.99 per movie, and you had to rebuy it a few times, once every few decades or every decade or so, like that's still like a savings, right? Well, let's go back to this real quick. Because keep in mind, in most cases, if you're smart, you're not going to pay retail price. In fact, if you're smart, you can get these for, 50% off. Half the cost. So, look at that. That's over a lifetime. So, of just those movies. And some movies that you buy will be $10. And here's another thing. Most of these movies come with digital copies. I have a huge digital collection on Vudu and iTunes. Have only bought a digital movie like twice in my life. Otherwise, I just buy discs. That's all I do. And most the discs that I buy cost like $10. So this could even go down a lot more than that. And here's the other thing to keep in mind with Disney Plus. Some movies already have expiration dates. Disney Plus launched in the wee hours of Tuesday morning, and as once expected, fans and consumers have started pouring over the brand new services. So this is what Stitch Kingdom said. Most Disney Plus movies now have an expiration date set in 2020, with some in 2021. Here's a picture. Let's see if we can't open that real quick, just so you can see what's going on. And in the code, they have expiration dates. And I also like how this kids mode, so that's kids mode friendly. But yeah, there's already stuff that's going to be leaving. So when you, oops, that's the wrong one. So yeah, even if you're paying all this money, and let's remove a lot of this just so that we can. Well, I'll leave Prime there because everyone has Prime for. Not everyone has HBO. Like, look, that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference. You can just buy those movies and you can watch them forever. It's just, I don't know. Look, I like having both. I think streaming has its pros. I think it has its disadvantages, but like, this was kind of scary. I mean, heck, even if I decide, hey, I'm gonna only live for 30 more years, and I don't even have basic, I have premium, and I have Hulu Live and TV. Come on, I actually do not have Amazon. I do have Apple TV Plus. Actually, no, I don't have. I only have Hulu. But I do have YouTube TV. Like, if I live another 30 years, this is what I'm going to be paying. This is what I'm going to be paying. I don't think people realize the true cost of streaming services, and it's nice that we have calculators like this to remind us. But hey, you know what? I'm going to leave a link to this below so that you can check out to see how much you're going to be paying in the long run. And this is, by the way, not even counting inflation into this, because Disney Plus will not be $6.99 forever. It just won't. It's going to go up in price. All of these services are going to go up in price. So this could easily triple before you die. Whereas this number stays the same pretty much, because once you've bought it, you've bought it. You don't need to re-buy it at all. So do I believe that these streaming services are physical media killers? No. I will probably have them to a certain extent, but once they start going up in prices, I'll start, rotating between services. I'll, start picking and choosing a little bit more carefully. So, yeah, anything. And here's the thing. Some of the things that I have, like, one of the biggest things that people said they're going to be signing up for Peacock for is The Office and Friends, because they're not going to be on Netflix anymore, so they're going to subscribe to the Peacock to watch those. And I'm like, guys, I have those all on DVD. You can too. You can go to the store, you can get the whole series for $100, and it's always yours. You don't have to buy a monthly fee. Because here's the thing. Let's just pretend for a second that, I don't know why that's not on. That, heck, you don't even have all this. Let's just say you just want Peacock. I suspect Peacock will cost about the same as CBS All Access annually. Look at that. That's how much you're spending in your lifetime over the next 30 years just to watch The Office and Friends. Heck, you wanna get all three on Blu-ray, like Friends, Office, Parks and Recreation, complete series, $300. $300. That's all you need. So, yeah, be wary of your money, folks. Just be wary of it. I know it's new. I know this is exciting, but look, we will stress it one more time. This stuff, actually, you don't need that, gets expensive. It gets really expensive. So that's where hey, but you know what? Hey, maybe you don't even want to worry about this. Maybe you just want to watch your Disney movie. And you know what? It's Thanksgiving. God bless you. You should be enjoying yourself. So we're going to end it here. Comment below. I'd like to know what you think about all of this. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one.